Hey there YouTube, this is Samantha and this is the first episode of Miss Ellie Cooks, and thank you for joining me. We are going to be making the best brownies in the world, the best brownies I've ever had in my life. My husband, my kid, my family, my co-workers, everybody, they love these brownies. They are fudgy and gooey and they're kind of like eating like mud, but like in a good way, in a good mud sort of way. But anyway, mud aside, the brownies, fantastic. So we'll go ahead and jump right into the whole thing here. So I have an array of ingredients right here that I'll kind of pan over in a second, or I'll have it pan over. So what you do first in general, so you're gonna start with butter. So you don't need to have room temperature butter for this. So it doesn't matter, your butter can come right out of the fridge, doesn't matter. Because you're gonna nuke it actually, because that's what gives brownies kind of a crackly, crumbly, or crackly top. You'll see it when it's done. But anyway, it's like super bomb. You're also gonna need, for the first little bit of this, you're gonna need some sugar. So I've got 1 1/4 cups of just standard regular everyday sugar here. So let me go ahead and nuke that, and we'll get to it. Oh well, I guess you nuke that with the sugar. Really, is kind of took me a few tries to get this recipe correct, or well, perfect, should I say? And this is kind of the best way to do it here. So put it in for about a minute, something like that. So yeah. So now that we're finished, well, that the butter's finished, go ahead and pull it out, and it's gonna look like that, which is perfect, exactly what you want it to look like. So go ahead and grab a whisk, handy dandy little whisk here, and go ahead and stir this puppy up. Make sure you kind of incorporate everything, scrape the sides of the bowl, get it nice and gooey inside of here, which is exactly kind of what you want. And I'll show you the end result of this here. These actually don't take very long to make at all. Right after this step, or before, however you want to do it, you kind of want to preheat your oven to 350. So shake all this out of here. I'll actually do that now. So, oven going to 350. Alright, so we're gonna get all this out of there. Now, your little concoction should look quite a bit like that. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to add the eggs. So, you're gonna add 2 whole eggs. I use mine room temperature, so I found it gives the best result. Room temperature eggs, butter, nuke it, doesn't matter, but eggs, yeah. So you get 2 full eggs, and then what you're gonna do, you're gonna take 1 egg yolk. In baking, the more yolk you have, the more fat, the more rich it's gonna be. So that's what really, really makes for amazing brownies, is 1 extra yolk. So let's go ahead and separate that, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that guy in there. So 1 extra yolk. There we go. So we're going to do 1 extra yolk, and then I have a teaspoon, 1 teaspoon vanilla. That goes in at the same time as the egg. There, and use your same whisk. Go ahead and stir that whole thing together until you get it nice and mixed. It's funny, my son was in the other room while I was making this once, and he goes, "Mom, that smells so good." I'm like, "Yes, sugar and butter and all that melted together, and vanilla. I mean, that's the best stuff on the planet is sugar and vanilla. So yeah, it's gonna smell amazing." So, okay, so now we're all mixed. We look like that. We're all good. So then we're gonna go with the oil and the cocoa powder, and we're gonna switch from this whisk to a rubber spatula. And also, I just wanna remind you guys that I do have an Instagram page, so it's gonna be Miss Ellie Cooks. So it's @ MICELI Cooks, and I'll have it on the little thingy here for you. Yeah, and also don't forget to subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff, which will keep me here and entertaining you guys. So for oil, we're gonna do a 1/3 cup of regular everyday vegetable oil. And I use one of these because it makes the recipe so much better. Really, honestly, when you're using liquid, use a liquid measuring. Don't do the cheating kind of way and put it in the dry measuring cup. Don't do it. Do this. So 1/3 cup of vegetable oil. And then we're gonna go throw in the cocoa powder, which is a 1/3 cup. I'm sorry, 3/4 cup. 3/4 cup. And then we're gonna go ahead and take this. Don't do what I did. And right now I'm just plop it in there because then you're gonna get a cloud and you're gonna get a cloud. So go ahead and put this together like that with the rubber spatula here. And then it's gonna look amazing. Fantastic. So then after this step, you're gonna wanna have your flour, your cornstarch, your salt, and your baking soda all together. Now I put mine into a little bowl, but I'll give you guys the measurements just in case. Make sure you scrape the sides, really get all the dry ingredients off the sides. Scrape the bottom, just make sure everything is totally incorporated and wet. You can go ahead and add your flour and your cornstarch, baking soda, and salt. So this is the cornstarch, baking soda, salt. It is 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and an 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, all in this little tiny bowl. So I'm just gonna plop that in there, make some nice little artistic splat in there. So get everything out of there, perfect. Okay, and then you're gonna take flour, so it's gonna be a 1/2 cup of just all-purpose regular everyday flour. So 1/2 cup of flour. And kind of mix all of that together. And off to the side there, you can see I've got a 9x9 pan, and I just panned it. I mean, like people say grease it, but I mean just pan it. It's cool, or cooking spray or whatever you got. So just make it to where it won't stick to the pan. I think I hear a kid waking up. So I'm gonna go ahead and incorporate all of that, the dry ingredients with the wet, scraping the side with the spatula. Yes, and we're going to scrape the sides with the spatula, and then we're going to go ahead and, oh, this looks fantastic. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really not sure what accent I'm doing. I think I'm maybe mixing a few together, but either way, I mean, it's going to look fantastic. So that you get this rich, mucky mud sort of batter, and then you add your chocolate chips. Now this is absolutely the key. This is the key. This and that extra yolk and the oil, those are the keys to making these fantastically rich, fudgy, gooey brownies. So in they go. So mix in 3/4 cup of chocolate chips until the whole thing is incorporated, and you have no more little flour chunks and stuff like that. That looks perfect, and you're gonna get something like that. So I'm going to get the pan, I'm gonna put it in the pan, we'll pop it in the oven when it gets to 350, because I was a little late on the draw with the preheat. So let's see here. Go ahead and get this all in the pan. Okay. Beautiful. Kind of just scrape it all out, and a good way to get that stuff off of the spatula, get it on the side there, and then kind of do one of those, and you're good to go. And just kind of spread this around the pan until it's kind of sort of even. You don't really need it extremely even, just kind of sort of like that. It'll level itself out when it's in the oven. I'll do with that. Give it a little shake, get in the corners. So that is what our brownie looks like. So you go ahead and pop this in the oven for 32 to 37 minutes, something like that, depending on your oven. Yes, your toothpick is gonna come out dirty, they say, but that's good. That means you want fudgy brownies. And when you take them out, they're still gonna cook a little bit, like on the stove. So I wouldn't worry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait for the oven to turn 350, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put these in, and we will reconvene in a few minutes when they're done. Okay, so the brownies are almost done. They've got about a minute left. Hey guys, so the brownies are just about done. They have about a minute left, and then we'll go ahead and take them out, and I'll show you exactly what the end result looks like. Hopefully yours looks the same. I'm sure they will taste fine. If you left something out, they might not taste fine, but otherwise, if you follow my instructions, they're gonna be great. So as soon as they're done, we'll go ahead and we'll check those out. Once again, while we're waiting for those, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, all that good stuff. Again, like I said, that keeps me here coming back to you. So let's see how much time we have left. We have a whole 3 seconds. Let me go ahead and get those out. Oven mitts are overrated. So here we go. That is what they look like. Perfect and kind of crispy on there. Yeah, and you can see all the little holes from the chocolate chips. So these are the best brownies you're ever gonna have in your life. Go ahead and leave a comment letting me know if they were the best brownies you've ever had in your life. Also, if you'd like to see me make something else, I bake all kinds of things. I cook all kinds of things. I'm Italian, you know, that's what we do. We make spaghetti and we make brownies and cookies and cakes and everything else under the sun. So if you think of something you want to have made by the likes of me, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me on this brownie adventure, and I hope you enjoy them. Thanks.